Oh yeah, baby, it's time once again for another episode of This Old Outboard.
It's time to put the 25 back on the John boat, baby. I'm gonna start pulling this damn thing apart on the truck like it is. I wanted to get it over there on that stand, but nobody wants to pick the damn thing up and help me right now. So the toughest part is getting the damn linkage, and it's right underneath down there, pain in the ass. And then the rest is just unbolting everything. Alright, so I turned this damn thing around so I could see what I was doing a little bit better. And it's going to be much easier. So there's the piece. And you see that hole right there? That bolt goes in that hole. And it goes in there like this. So the bolt is on the bottom. It's super pain in the ass trying to get it out. Luckily this is nice and greasy, and like I always say, the greasier the easier. A few turns and I can get it with my face. And it is oil, baby. Ooh yeah. I gotta put this camera down. It's oil. And it's black and it's nasty. It's been in there a while. See that? Ain't been changed in a long time, but no water, so we're good to go. Alright, well I was way wrong. The impeller looks pretty good. It's not destroyed. It's, still got some flex to it. Looks like it, it looks pretty damn good. So still have a new one coming. So the only other reason for this thing to overheat and freeze up is no oil in the gas. Unless there was a clog in the system and didn't get any water up there. Never know, I guess. Let's tear that thing apart. Same pump housing. Here's the original one here. You can see on this one where the impeller did melt. See all that black doo-doo stuck in there? That's why it burned up. But why did it melt? It was in the water. Strange. Very, very strange. This is the motor I took all those reed valves from and did the reed valve swap and all that stuff. Anyway, I guess I'm going to pull the controls off and all that crap now. Alright, got my damn controls off. One nice thing about these controls is the cables are super short. See there, just go right around right there, so really good on like a John boat set. Alright, pack it up here and try to get the 25 back on the John boat, baby. Biggest problem today is the wind is just howling, man. Just freaking howling. Yeah, baby, see that flag just whipping in the wind. Look at the white caps out there. Holy moly macaroni. Not a good day. Be out on the boat. Damn, man, what's going on? Hurricane coming through.
Shit, white cap. Slamming the boat up.
Damn, man, I was gonna get this guy. Put the 25 on the, put the 25 on, but man, I'm not getting
25.
It. Back on the John boat.
You worked on one or no?
No, my old one with the 30 mile an hour.
Oh.
But
Carburetor that you sell.
Yeah, right. I'm not going out in this mess.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
Back in.
It's a wind whipping down. It's not like this up there by my house. But you feel, yeah, a little too blustery out there for me. Chipping away here, a little at a time. trying to decide on a floor. I've been checking everything out, looking at this, looking at that, and I may have come across some diamond plate. May just go aluminum. I'm gonna try. I brought some bucket full of junk here. See if I can loosen up some of that crap. It's not that bad, but we'll give it a shot. Then I'm going to take me some measurements and figure out exactly what I need square footage this damn floor. Get on the phone, make some calls, a couple of these people with some aluminum. So the goof off seems to, you know, work, and it's, you know, it's loosening it, but it evaporates so fast is the biggest problem. So I was taking the paintbrush, putting it on wet, and then hitting it with the scrubby here. And it's taking it down as long as it, you know, doesn't dry up on me. This side's looking pretty good. Like I said, anything below the line I'm not real worried about. Just want that top cleaned up. But what a pain in the ass. I mean, this is where what's taking up all the time, what little bit of time I've had to work on it, chipping this crap out. Alright, so the impeller came in for the 70 horse Johnson. Today's the day. Gonna go pick up the gear case, go pick up the gear oil, come back, change the oil, put the new impeller in, take it down, put it back on the boat, fire that baby up. Also, see how the day goes? I got the 2583 Evinrude out of the shed there. This is as far as I got it. Weather has just been screwing everything up with the wind, the rain. Anyway, try to get that on later on today too. I have another prop. That was the new prop I bought for it. It was 9 by 10 pitch. Got another prop, 9.5 by 12 pitch. See what happens when I swap out the prop. This thing does 30 miles an hour on the GPS, on the John boat, solid, smooth 30, and damn thing, hydroplanes. See how far I can get today. Alright baby, there it is. And what I'm going to do is just going to get the hose and blast all this crap out of there and give it a little clean up. And yeah, I think this thing might be wearing a little thin. But put the new impeller in, change the oil, should be good to go. Go down there and slap this puppy on. Alright, so here's what I did is I put a little jack strap on it. Jacked it up here on this stand. Give me a little room to kind of work on it a little bit easier. So this way I'll be able to change the pump and drain the oil out. And hopefully it'll work. I think it will. Yeah, you can see a difference. You can see a difference in the thickness. You can see where these are all, you know, wore off. Not a, you know, a huge difference, but there's a difference there for sure. There's this notice in the package, and it says this kit has been provided with 2 water pump impeller keys. The white key is to be used on 79 through 88. Now this has a black key in it. This doesn't mean anything yet. The black key 89 and later models. Now this came off in 81, but this is not the original gear case for that model. So yeah, you see there with the black keys a little bit of play. So let's see what the white one does. So the white one's a little thicker. I don't think it's going to go on with the white key. Too thick. But I don't think there should be all that play in there, should there? Yep, just not going to go on with the white one. So what I'm going to do is put the brand new black one in. Yeah, see, that one's a little snugger than the old one, because the old one's probably wore out a little bit. All right, baby. So basically, the real reason I like to slop some grease in here is it makes the impeller slide in nice, and also I'm using the seal from the original pump, a little better condition, and it just makes everything, you know, nice. Not hurting a damn thing. I've been doing it on shit, I don't know how many motors at this point in time. Never had a problem. Well, every time I turn it, one flops back. So I've got it in there, I've got it pretty much centered. Let's put it on, and I think it'll spin itself the way it needs to be once the motor gets running. Wait a minute, here we go, here we go. Alright, I got it, let's get it in there. That's it right there. Alright, screws. Alright, let me get these frickin' screws out of here and get this oil drained. And while it's draining, I'm going to walk over and see if there's another one of these. It's not cut. I'm making a bigger mess. Just leave it alone. Oh God, somebody help me. So, here's the one that's cut, split right there. Here's the one I just pulled out of the other one. It's solid. Just older. One thing too I noticed, maybe somebody can explain to me why this has a curve to it. Is that because the natural torque of the motor tends to pull it in one direction, so this thing is curved to help fight that? Let me know if you know. Alright, so I think she drained out enough. Puppy filled up, get down to the lake. Alright, went on pretty easy, slid right in. I was a little worried about the water tube, but it went right in. Then I was having problems lining up this first bolt and trying to hang on to it. Finally got it started. My shift linkage, you see it there, right behind that damn wire, is wedged up against the motor on the bottom there. It got disoriented sliding this thing up. So it's going to be impossible to try to screw around with it. I've got to loosen the bolts down a little bit, drop the gear case down just a little bit, and reorient that thing properly. So I dropped this damn thing down, shit, 3/8. I was able to swing that thing around, and luckily I got it to swing on the, you know, righty-tighty direction instead of the lefty-loosey, which only was, you know, half a turn. But I'd rather have that thing screwed in than screwed out. So you can see here the difference in the two connections. The one on the left is from the 81, the one on the right is from this motor, the 87. And I'm going with the original one with the motor because that's what's in there for it to fit. Alright, it's back on, and the linkage connection I'm talking about, I'm going to see it should be in neutral on my shifter, and it looks like we're in neutral. Let's see where we got reverse. Well, that's reversed. and then forward. Might need, you know, a little tweaking on the cable. There's forward. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do next, before I finish putting these last couple bolts in here, is get out in a little deeper water and see if I can get it to fire up and make sure we're pumping everything is good before I do anything else. Alright, so this is what the guy's been fishing out of until, you know, he's just thrilled to death, man. He gets out there and still can fish. Alright, it's backed up in the water, motor down. Let's see if I can get it to fire up. Alright, just pumped the primer bulb. I'm getting ready. Let's give it a shot. I think my battery's dead. All I hear is zzz, 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 zzz. Well, all I'm getting is the dreaded click. Click, click, click on the solenoid. And the tilt is working intermittently. 1 minute it works, the next minute it bzzz, makes a buzzing sound. Frigga, fragga, schmagga, fragga. I brought my jumper cables down, hooked both batteries together, and nothing is improving. So let me see if I can jump that damn starter. Alright, I've got it wired up, and I just tapped it, and the starter turned. So let me hit the key and jump it, see what happens. Just like frying on the end of the screwdriver's just getting red hot real fast. Alright, so I grabbed another battery that I know is charged. I charged it myself just yesterday, and I cleaned off the god blasted terminals. She peed. It's pumped up strong. Nothing. Alright, I opened up the red valve on the primer solenoid thingy, whatever you call it. And she wanted to fire right up. I just popped the key, boom. But the damn thing was leaking like a sieve, coming right out of the red handle. So I turned the handle back to straight position. Let's see if it'll fire now. baby. I'm gonna put the silencer, air box cover, everything back on because it really needs that to run right. And just let it run. When I did the compression test, top and bottom 120, middle was at 90. So I took a shot of WD, threw it in there, boom, came right up to 120. Now, at 90, 120, 120, $100 for a freaking gear case, just run this damn thing, because all you're going to do is run out here and fish and run back. So, the 70 rides again. And for all I know, the piston could have been, the wing could have been stuck. So, see what happens. Cut this off again. We got it to fire up. It's, you know, a little rough with 90 psi in the middle, if that's what the case is. Also, the water that's peeing out like a racehorse is very cool, very cold. The motor's starting to feel a little bit, you know, you can't put your hand on there for very long. So I think what I'm going to do is pull that frickin' thermostat out and see what's going on up there. Now, it was getting, not steaming hot, it was hot. Like it should, you know, but wow, that's a big thermo. I thought it was going to be one of them little jokers. Now see, it's not even opened up. Let's crank it up, see how much water comes out of here. It's wet up there, but I need to really test this. I would think it would be a little bit open. I can see in there the piece is in there crooked like this. Anyway. Pumping good now. I'm gonna put that cover back on without the thermostat and take that thing home and test it. Put in some hot water, see if it's working. Yeah, I don't think that thermostat was opening. You know, this guy on the jet ski, it's so freaking annoying. You know? Jesus Christ, man. What the hell? That thing was opening up. It should have opened up by then. I could tell by how hot the motor was. That thing should have opened up. That's why this thing overheated. Plus it needs a little bit of adjustment. If that's what the problem is in that middle piston being at 90. You're going to get that little bit of a shake. But you're still going to get out there and go fishing. Like I said, I'm going to put the cover back on the front and see how it reacts after that, because it all has to do with the whole system. And then maybe give it a little adjustment. I've got the idle handle over here pulled up on the control just a little bit. Let me get that done. So I think what's inside this damn capsule is just the regular thermostat like you see on all these damn models, and all these damn motors, Johnson Evinrude. But if you look through there, that hole there, you can see the bottom of the thermostat is in there sideways. It's crooked, it's leaning to the right. So that's not good, but it looks like just a regular thermostat inside this case. Now, does it come out of this little case? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up and see. So we'll find out, but I don't think this thing's working. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up on my phone because my video camera died. Anyway, pulled my battery out, cleaned all the terminals off of his battery, hooked everything back up, we're running 12.15 volts, charging the battery. She's still running a little sketchy, but she's running cold now, no thermostat. So I'm gonna adjust a little bit, bring the idle up just a little bit. You see them all the way down here, but she's just a little sketchy. Ice cold up top here. So I'm gonna pop this up just a hair. About like that. And order up the new thermostat. That's gonna do it for me today. My back is killing me.
Oh yeah, baby, you know the channel.